Okay, so it is November 11th, Armistice Day. Happy Armistice Day, everybody. And it is time for me to do a yearly update on what's going on out here. And so last year I talked about, you know, the reasons why I started an apple orchard and what my plan was for it and kind of how things were going. Well, it's funny how a year can change a lot of stuff. And since then, I've had a few epiphanies, and I guess one of them was lavender. So I started to grow lavender, and I planted about 335 plants, I think, and probably 300 of them survived. So I've had a pretty good survival rate on those guys. And the three types of lavender that I grew is called Provence. It's an English lavender. Grosso, because it's got a high volume of essential oils or lavender oil. And the third one is called Phenomenal. And they're all hardy to the zone that I live in, or the zone that my cabin is in, I suppose. And so they should do okay. But I took an extra layer of precaution, and I did give them a layer of mulch, just to hopefully help them through the tough nights and tough days of wintertime. So they should be fine anyway. But just protecting my investment. The other epiphany that I had was blueberries, and I harvested a lot of blueberries from the bushes in the front of my house, and so I thought, well, you know what, maybe I need to go ahead and plant some more. So I have another area where my garden was that I'm currently prepping for the new blueberry area, which will have about probably, I think, about 50 blueberry bushes in there. And so I'm prepping the area right now because I need to get the soil acidic, and I like to do it naturally. I do everything as natural as I can, and I'm using pine bark mulch because it helps to acidify the soil, and also sphagnum peat moss. And so I've got about 5 months for the soil to acclimate and to integrate or ingest all that natural material, and in springtime it'll be very beneficial for the blueberry plants, which they love acidic soil. So that's the whole key to that part of this. And I've also just moments ago dedicated a new area for more blueberries, which will probably be in the neighborhood of 100, I think. And I'll probably plant those next fall, because I'll have probably about a year to get that area all taken care of. So now, as far as the apple trees go, it rained this year, and it rained and rained and rained. And when I thought it wouldn't rain anymore, well, it did. So it was a tough year for the apples. I went to Paris, as you guys know, and I shot Fashion Week, which was the best birthday present I've ever given to myself. I can't wait for the end of January for Haute Couture, and I think I'm going to go back for that. But anyway, back to the apples. When I came back from Paris, I expected to come out here and have a lot of apples to pick and a lot of dehydrating to do, and it actually rained, from what I'm told, 27 days in September out here, and that's not good. Not good for apple trees anyway, or peach trees. So all the apples essentially rotted on the tree. So I got 0 apples. That's a big goose egg. Tough year on the apples, but it's okay, because the trees are healthy, and that's the most important thing. The trees didn't die. They didn't get any kind of disease or anything like that, so it's okay. Yeah, and that's kind of the way that went. So it was kind of disappointing, but again, it's just one of those years, and Mother Nature's going to do her thing, and we just gotta be patient and do our best to adapt, and see how we can overcome it next year. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but I'm still going to Fashion Week, and I'm still going to shoot Fashion Week, so so I hope it doesn't rain so much. And finally, the last thing that was happening out here was the beehives. Whew, the beehives were amazing. I ended up last year with 3 beehives, and I ended up this year with 6. And I probably should have ended up with probably 9 or 10 beehives, but I missed some swarms just because, you know, I'm not here every day, and you know, they swarmed when I wasn't here, and that's what happens. But you know, the overall harvest that I got for the honey was about somewhere close to 40 gallons, and man, it was just a tremendous amount of honey. And you know, of course, it's really good too. But it was a tremendous year for the bees. And not only did I harvest all that honey, which is great, and some of you guys can attest to how good it was, or maybe not, I don't know. But I also harvested somewhere around 20 pounds of wax, and so I'm currently cleaning the wax and you know, melting it down and getting it into manageable blocks, and I'm going to make candles out of it. So I still have a ways to go on that, and I need to make a video on that process. But you know, that's what's going on out here in West Virginia this year, and you know, it's overall it's been a good year. I can't complain. There have been some pitfalls and things like that, but you know, you overcome those pitfalls, you know, and it makes you better. So sometimes it's tough, but anyway, that's 6 minutes and about 30 seconds of your life you'll never get back if you watch the whole thing. And I hope everybody's doing good, and happy Veterans Day. Thanks to all the veterans out there. We appreciate everything that you do for us, and make our world a safer place to live. But anyway, have a great day. See you guys.